Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Sagittarius, I immediately sat down to do, well, actually, I sat down immediately. I sat down to do your reading, and immediately I had a song come in for you. And it's quite an interesting song, and I feel like there's going to be quite an interesting message for you, Sagittarius, in this reading. So this song that is in my head, it's just one of the most beautiful songs. It's by Krista Berg, and it is A Spaceman Came Traveling on his ship from afar. Was light years ago that his mission did start. And it's such a beautiful song, and it's basically, it's sort of like a new aged look at the whole idea behind I guess like the birth of Jesus, and the star and this spaceship came. It's such an interesting song to come channeled in for a message. And so I sat down and immediately came in, and I sat with it for a little bit. And I myself have had two separate experiences where I've seen UFOs, unidentified flying UFO, unidentified flying object, yeah. And that's what was coming to mind. So I feel like, y'all, some of you at least are possibly going to be experiencing something a little supernatural. And this is a very safe energy. I really feel that, like, just that song, it's so beautiful. And it feels like a very beautiful experience. It feels like a very surreal experience. It feels like the kind of experience that, like, myself, when the two times I had it, was in the moment, like you were witnessing it and you didn't realize how profound it was until after it was over, and then you stop, wait a second, what just happened? So I feel like it's something like that. It's interesting. And the other thing I was getting with that was, so there's a lot of intuitive hits coming in with this for you before I've even pulled any cards. And monolith, when I think of monolith, I think of downloads, and I think of DNA upgrades, and I think of evolutionary leaps. So on some level here, I'm getting like an evolutionary leap for you in terms of some sort of perspective. Like once you see something or know something, you can't unsee it or unknow it. So there's a level of an awakening that I feel like occurs or will occur with this for you. I really encourage you to go listen to that song. It's just such a beautiful song. I could listen to it over and over again on loop. Like, and it went la 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 la. That's the angels singing, right? So this beautiful music filled the sky. So yeah, it's wow. So anyways, I think that's all I was pulling in. I think that's everything with that song and what was coming in with it for me to relate what this message would be for you. So, and it could even be on some levels, it could be something a little more mundane, like it could be somebody who you are interacting with, or someone that you're about to meet who is very powerful in terms of their connection with the divine, their connection with cosmic energy. But I feel like it's meant to touch you in a way so that you kind of have the repercussions of this, but they're like good repercussions. Like it's a vibrational frequency that comes into you, right? And the whole, the song for Krista Berg, like, right, the whole meaning of like someone coming from the heavens or the ethereal to earth is to help mankind. It is like an evolutionary leap. So after all of that, let's pull out some cards. I've got my Chinese fortune cookie cards. We're going to start with that for you, Sagittarius. Chinese fortune cookie cards. Chinese fortune cookie card. What does Sagittarius have for the Chinese fortune? Health. Okay. An excellent time to start an exercise program or diet. Many new friendships are on the horizon. Horizon, right? Yeah. Ooh. Oh, I don't know what these friendships are. Interesting. An excellent time. Now, what I'm getting with that too is, you know, like when you eat pure foods, you eat things that are not full of toxins or chemicals, overly processed. You're eating living things. This is actually bringing something really interesting to your reading that I've observed with robins, the bird, the robin. It can be like a rainy day and there's tons of worms like out and they're like all half dying or dead. And it looks like you would think to a robin to be like a smorgasbord of food. I mean, this is where I'm going with this for you. How important the energy in our food is that we probably don't even choose to recognize, but yet you can see it often in certain animals in nature. The robin will not eat that shit. I've watched them. They will go and they will continue to hunt in the grass and find something alive and fighting. And they will fight with it and they will pull it. They want to eat something that is full of the zest of life. So eat things that are full of the zest of life, Sagittarius, because it's probably also going to help you absorb whatever experience this is coming towards you. I feel like there is like, this is a good way to describe it. Many new friendships are on the horizon. Oh, maybe some of you going to a Krista Burke concert. Is he even touring anymore? Perseverance. You may feel like you are getting nowhere, but there are wonderful changes ahead. Don't give up. Society. Say yes to all the wonderful invitations coming your way. Excellent networking opportunities and new love interests for singles will be the result. And that's all you have there. So there you go. That's your underline. Perseverance. Maybe you're persevering because there's certain things going on in your life that are stopping you from getting out and mingling and networking with people in the way that you would like to. I'm almost picturing someone actually who's networking, but not the kind of networking they want to be doing. It's a different type of networking that you want to be doing that has perhaps things to do more with your personal life. Persevere. It feels like, yeah, maybe you did this and now you got to do that. And all these steps before you get to something. But this is a really profound energy. So I'm going to the Energy Oracle deck now for you, Sagittarius. The Energy Oracle deck. What do we have for Sagittarius? Oracle deck. What do we have for Sagittarius? Wow, it's just flying out. This one came out for fourth chakra. Oh, that's like opening up. Oh, this experience is going to be beautiful for you. It is. It is a life-altering experience. Now, the funny thing about that is it doesn't necessarily become life-altering right away. It's almost kind of profound, but then it alters your life further down the road. Oh, look at this. Happy family, rest and rejuvenation. And some of you are going to be connecting with someone from your star family. And that is perhaps the spaceman come traveling. This is a very beautiful energy. You got that? You understand this? This is like heart chakra. This is warm, open, healed, glowing, expanding. And then happy family with rest and rejuvenation. This is like there's nothing that you have to work towards to have peace and harmony. It just is. It's beautiful. It's peaceful. It's harmonious. Some of you might be taking a break from your happy family to have a little time for yourself, and it doesn't feel like it's great. The energy is really good. Excellent time to start an exercise program or diet. Now, I feel like diet, I think that word has evolved though, like from what that word was for myself as a kid growing up. You know, someone was dieting, they were reducing their calorie intake, they were trying to specifically lose weight, you know, and a lot of times diets didn't succeed. But I feel like more so now, a diet is how you choose to eat in a way that is more holistic and healthier for you. And again, I'm getting that vision of the robin when I observed them on that rainy day. I'm like, I'm not interested in that. That they do not want a food that, you know, is something that is dying, because where is the life energy in that? So there's almost like there's more that you consume here than just the scientific observation of a piece of food, right? Like it has a life force energy in it. You watch lions take down things. They start eating that poor thing before it's even dead. They're absorbing all that life force energy. It's brutal. Earth is brutal. Ooh, yin and yang. Gosh darn it, Sagittarius. This is so beautiful and balanced. I love it. I just want to sit in this energy. I can just hear that Krista Berg song. This is such a beautiful energy in your reading. So, no, I want the Lightseers Tarot. That's what we want here. So I'm going to need to pre-shuffle it. I pre-shuffled the Wizard's Tarot. I think I'm a little bit, I put deodorant on. I went out and washed my car. I'm a little bit, I don't know what the word is. Natural. Right now. I was washing my car and then the sun came around. It was hot out there. So I was getting a little bit sweaty. So I apologize. But this isn't smell-o-vision. This is just video vision. All right. Let's look at this. Let's look at each one of these individually. Actually, the exercise program is easy enough. Many new friendships are on the horizon for you. I'm hearing don't give up. So I don't know if you're tired of the people you're dealing with. I need some new people in my life. There's something that's on the horizon. Right from the top. Ooh, the Two of Swords. It's almost literally like things that you can't see. And you have to use your intuition to get there. Say yes to wonderful invitations coming your way. Excellent networking opportunities. See, that's that feeling where these crows could almost be like, hey, come, do you want to do this with us today? Or hey, you want to come and explore this or try this out? You don't really know. Just do it. Just get out and try some things here, Sagittarius. Get out and try some things here. Some of them may be yays and some of them may be nays for you. But that's all part of the experience of what you're meant to go and find here. But I do feel like there's something that you don't see coming. Although now that we've done this reading, it kind of feels like there could be. It could be. I really have to say I've never done a reading like this where I feel like there's some sort of supernatural, out of this world experience like coming towards you. Wow. This Judgment card is exactly what I feel like, you know, how you feel your soul when you listen to that part of that song. And the beautiful song filled the air. And it went la, 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 la. And it's going like it's the King of Swords to the Four of Wands and Judgment, like feeling reborn here in this. It's literally, it's something that melts the coldest heart because it comes from something just so absolutely divine and pure. It's beautiful. I mean, the King of Swords, the Four of Wands, and Judgment. And it could be, this could be some sort of invitation coming your way that you accept, and it's wonderful. But I don't know why. You might kind of sit on the fence about it. Or you might even sit on the fence about some people that you meet at some sort of gathering. Boy, though, once you get there, it just lifts your soul, Sag. It lifts your soul. Your heart feels a way that it's never felt before. This reading is so awesome. Okay, happy family. We have the Five of Cups. Death and rebirth. And the Two of Wands. Rest and rejuvenation. with the Ten of Pentacles. Where? There's that big gathering. The Nine of Swords. The Ten of Cups. Oh. What happens at this? What is this? Are you at a gathering somewhere and you experience something kind of supernatural? But you're in your head about it. There's something about it where you're, either you feel like you don't want to do it or you shouldn't do it, or you're not sure how you can turn this Ten of Pentacles, which there's, whoa, a huge crowd of people here. And maybe that's it, because, you know, maybe you're kind of doing things on your own with rest and rejuvenation. This happy family is a really interesting area. It's the Five of Cups, so something didn't work out. So something on the family front didn't work out, and whatever that family could be for you, it could be friend groups, it could be your actual, like, your physical family. Something didn't work out here, and it kind of ended. And now you're left dreaming, wishing, and hoping. Looking out the window and wondering what tomorrow may have for you. You know, one of the things that I said in this reading, when this card came out, it was like, you have a profound experience, but how it impacts your life isn't instantaneous. And I kind of feel that over here, because you might even be going away. You might even decide to go and do something, you know, like some sort of a healing weekend somewhere, or a meditative weekend, or a yoga retreat, or... And I don't know if something doesn't quite go the way you think it should go with the Nine of Swords, because you got the Two of Swords here. And there's a trepidation, you're second guessing yourself. But honestly, it feels like it's just the most beautiful energy ever with the Ten of Cups. So how you go into this is going to have a lot to do with how you perceive it. What do you have here? Oh, look at you. You have the King of Wands at the bottom. And that is it. The King of Wands. There's just something terribly different about you. It's something that you're going to go to or attend. I do feel like, though, there's someone there, or you're going to experience something that's quite profound. This King of Swords, very clear. Nine of Cups, about your dreams and your hopes. Very clear. This really kind of feels like with the fourth chakra, the vagus nerve, you know, the nerve between the heart and the mind, are yin and yang, the balance, the real balance in that. There's a real balance sitting here for you. It feels so peaceful. It has that feeling like you've really mastered, or you're about to master, being in the earth, but not of it, right? Like this whole idea of being involved in everything that goes on in your day-to-day life, but you still have a higher perspective. It almost feels a little bit like, well, yeah, because you may bounce back pretty quick. If certain things happen that may not be an outcome that you specifically would desire for yourself, you see beyond it, and you know that it really doesn't affect like your true path. It kind of reminds me of my Pisces friend had an experience once where she I don't know if she was in bed or something, and an orb went through the room. Like, she saw it clear as day, and she had this overwhelming feeling that it literally didn't matter how outcomes in life occurred. She knew everything would be okay. Like, it kind of changed the way she felt about things moving forward. This is kind of like that experience here. The Four of Wands. The Page of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. Wow, the Page of Wands. See, it is like an invite. An invite that comes from the heart. The Knight of Pentacles. I don't know, you might almost receive a gift with it. But why? Thank you. This feels... yeah, this feels so good. Judgment. Three of Wands, Page of Pentacles, and the Moon. It's like as if you've come out of a planning stage. You've come out of some sort of a planning stage, and you're rising above it. So you have two pages. A definitely experience that you haven't had before. Interesting that you have the moon. The full moon is really being drawn to me. Something may be significant on the full moon. The Five of Cups. Oh, the Eight of Cups and the Four of Swords. You're walking away from your disappointments. Whatever has disappointed you in the connections that you've had with other people, you're walking away from those. You're not, they don't affect you emotionally. You've healed that. Death and rebirth. The Queen of Wands, the Four of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles. This kind of has the feeling of dressed up with nowhere to go. With the death and rebirth. And it might feel like you've healed some things going on in your life, and you're sitting in a bit of a stasis or a holding pattern. Because then you go to the Two of Wands, where she's looking out the window and she's wondering what the world has to offer. What does the world have to offer now that you're not affected by things that have disappointed you in the past, emotional? Yeah, draining it out, draining it out. There's a part of you that wants to build again with others, but there's a small part of you here that is a little bit hesitant. So, you know, that also comes with age and experience in terms of, well, I know better now. So obviously take that with you. But I feel like you're going towards something really, really nice here. The Two of Wands. The Knight of Wands. This is a lot of cards. The Three of Cups. The Eight of Swords. The Nine of Swords. And the Six of Wands. There's a part of you that just wants to get out and do this. You want to get out, you want to come together with people that perhaps you haven't seen in a while. You want to get out and you want to have a good time. You're thinking about that, imagining that. Now, there's the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords. There's a part of your brain here, and I think if you can keep your brain focused on what your dreams are, that might help you avoid... I think you will, because you have success on the other end of this. Avoid convincing yourself you can't do certain things. Convincing yourself that certain things won't work out in the best way. Because you have success here. You're really putting a lot of emotional and intellectual baggage to the curb. Ten of Pentacles, rest and rejuvenation. The Ten of Pentacles. Now, you've closed something off with a happy family. The Four of Pentacles. This part of me feels like you may have closed something off with a group. Oh my gosh. This looks like the same woman, but older. Isn't that crazy? And look at, she's looking into her future. Look at that. As the same woman, but older. They got the same haircut. And what is she doing but sitting here projecting what could be out there for her? Okay, I want to see this whole spread before we talk about it. The Nine of Swords. The Ten of Swords. Yeah, that's enough of that anxiety. The Ten of Cups. Lovers and the King of Pentacles. Looking into the future here, imagining it, meditating on it, perhaps even receiving like some sort of significant download. This download may not even just be information. It could be an energetic download, just the way all this energy is kind of just circling around him and engulfing him, because again, it's like you have an experience, but the profound change happens down the road. So again, I don't know if you've already had this profound experience and you're about to feel the profound change, or you're about to have the experience and the profound change is down the road. But this is an energy of something that really, it's not something that can break down or collapse. It's not movable, this Ten of Pentacles, and yet she sees herself in it. And it seems like a pretty happy place. And we get confirmation that it is, because you also have the Ten of Cups with it, where is the emotional fulfillment. And that's the end of mental anxiety. So there you go. Just like that. That's the end of mental anxiety, the Nine of Swords and the Ten of Swords. Why you got this Two of Swords with friendships here? Not sure about where your rebirth goes. Okay, that's just it. So you are in an energy that's very healthy in terms of being able to project positive, healthy, fulfilling futures for yourself. I would stay on that focus, but be hyper aware that there is, I do feel like, some really interesting experience, or you're going to see something, and it's going to make you question, you know, what we know or what you know about things. This yin and the yang. Yin and yang. Seven of Wands and the Sun. Well, defending your dreams, defending who you are. There's a time to fight and there's a time to rejoice. That's a very yin-yang. Everything is a yin-yang. Your time right now feels very calm. Calm and peaceful and kind of magical. King of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, King of Swords. There's the transformation, right? The King of Swords. Like, this is the energy that could melt the coldest heart. And then it rises up. So that's your reading, Sagittarius. It's really kind of interesting. I'm gonna go and do the extended and see what I get over there for you. Thank you so much. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.